Hello and welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. I'm Sibylle and today I'm going to tell you how to instantly break out of a rut. One of my own main passions is playing the piano, and it has been since I was 8 years old. And yet there have been times throughout my life, and they continue to happen, times and phases and periods where I feel uninspired, where I just don't feel like practicing a lot at all. Does this mean that the piano is no longer my passion? Of course it doesn't mean that. The truth is that just like love, friendship, jobs, projects and everything else in life, passions also go through phases and cycles. And it's completely natural. Therefore, your mission today is to learn how to get out of a rut fast. Task number 1 is called Find Out If It's Just a Phase. You know, most likely when you feel uninspired or you just lost your enthusiasm a little bit, most likely there's nothing wrong with your passion. Because like I stated before, just like a job or relationship or everything else, it'll go through phases, and there will be times when it's just ticking along nicely but nothing much exciting is happening at the time. Your first task is to take a closer look if you're in this situation, or if you're not in this situation right now, then make notes and you'll just learn how to deal with it the next time it happens, because it happens inevitably for every passion, for everyone, occasionally. So when you're in that situation, I'd invite you to take a closer look. Is this really all there is? Is it just a temporary phase where you've just lost your enthusiasm? Or is there something more to it? Because it can and does happen that a passion is no longer relevant for you. We outgrow passions. And as any multi-passionate can tell you, passions can and do change in the course of a lifetime. There's nothing worrying about that. It does happen. And if that is the case, if you're absolutely sure that it's no longer your passion, then you should just drop it rather than try to artificially rekindle an interest that is no longer there. Task number 2 is called Inject the Magic Ingredient. Now, I've tiptoed around it for long enough, haven't I? That silver bullet that will instantly break you out of a rut is the power of the new. If you've been working with the same group of people for a longer time, this is just an example now, I'll give you more examples, but the first example is if you've been working with the same group of people, things might become a little staid. And bringing in another person, just one additional person, even just temporarily, can break things wide open and can give new impulses and inspiration. Even that one person that you bring in doesn't have to be particularly brilliant. They just have to be there. And that literally sets things in motion. That's something I would really recommend you try. Or if it's a passion that feels stale, try doing something differently. Try out something new, a new technique, or buy a new tool. Visit a workshop. Visit other people who share the same passion. Just do something a little differently, or get in something new, find a new impulse, because that instantly can rekindle your interest. For me, in my previously mentioned example, when I don't feel like practicing the piano much, I'll find a new piece to practice that I'm absolutely in love with. Or I talk to a friend and establish a cooperation, something we'll play together there with their instrument, me with my piano, and I get something new to practice. And just to have another person to do this with it works wonders every single time. So this is the whole secret, and it sounds very simple, yet how often do we not do this? How often do we stick with the same type of routine, the same type of approach if you're a painter, when you start a new painting, or if you're a musician, how you practice new pieces. If you're a writer, you always sit there on your own writing, typing away, or writing away if you write by hand. It can be so uplifting and inspiring and exciting to get something new, the impulse of a new person, the energy. It's an energy thing. All of this, don't make no mistake about it. Everything in life is based on energy. And something new, anything new, is an influx of different energy, and that shifts things. It might not be obvious at first, but it shifts perspectives, it shifts everything inside you, it corresponds to something inside you, and your emotions will change and your attitude will change, and then the enthusiasm and the passion will come back. And that is the same for relationships or for friendships or for jobs. You need to occasionally do something differently, or do something new, or get something new, or do things in a way that you, or simply look at things from a perspective that you haven't known before or haven't used before. Task number 3 is, as usual, to let me know. What do you think about this? Have you ever made the experience of something that had gone a little stale, and then you injected something new and everything started to come together again? Have you maybe have you got a passion that for a while you weren't so enthusiastic about, and then you discovered something new or did something differently, and suddenly it was a passion again? I'd love to hear about it. Hit the reply button on the email that you got the link to the video with and write to me, and I will email you back, I promise. If you didn't get the link to the video in an email, that means you're not part of the Wild Spirits community yet, and you should join us. Go to wildspiritscoaching.com and fill in the little form there. You can also do the free life audit on that page. If you fill in the form at the end of the life audit, one of the things that does is subscribe you to Wild Spirits News. You'll get 1 email per week, so it's 100% spam free. You'll get lots of different extra articles, additional information that you only get as a subscriber. And occasionally there are also special offers that are also exclusive to subscribers that nobody else ever gets to see. So go to wildspiritscoaching.com and sign up. You can also Google Wild Spirits Coaching, that'll get you to my website as well. Thank you for watching.